Good morning, everyone. It's James Carpenter with Country Living. All right, we're in the process of building cart number 3, and I've got a modification I want to show you on cart number 2. So let's take a look. So cart number 2 has the 2 different planers on it. And you're probably wondering what the heck that blue bucket's all about. Well, what I did is I put these electrical straps for EMT conduit. I put them underneath the table. Okay, so what you do is you, see if I can do this with holding the camera. There we go. That might have been a messy picture for you. Okay, so basically you take this and you hang it on the 2 hooks. And now when all the debris comes out of here, the majority of it makes it to the bucket. All right, so I have piece of scrap metal from the pole barn project that will it can be placed right there like that, and I'll probably when I'm doing stuff, I'll probably put a strip of tape across there just to hold it in place. But what that's going to do for me is this crack between the bucket and the back of the shelf is now pretty well covered. All right, now without moving the bucket and doing all that, we have these 2 hooks over here. So this whole setup that you see here can be transferred over to here. So that's really going to help on the wood chips. Now, cart number 3, I'm working on right now. It's going to hold the chop saw and a lawnmower blade sharpener. I did have a little hiccup yesterday. I chipped this wood, so I glued that back in place and clamped it overnight. Now this shelf here, I'm in the process of doing next. So I'm going to cut a bunch of these 1x10s, and I'm going to lay them across the bottom. And then I'm considering some cavities to put like angle iron and different pieces of metal in where you can just slide them in. I want to leave this open all the way around so that if I'm working with something, I can access it from either side. So let me get to work this morning. I'll get some stuff. I'll keep you updated as we go. Okay, we're going to try this bucket out. I need to shave a little bit off this board. Now, as you can see, I put the tape right there to hold this piece of metal. So let's keep an eye on what happens here. Okay, it looks to me like it worked pretty good. As you can see, a little bit of it got beyond the bucket, but the bucket can actually be further this way if needed. So overall, I'm satisfied. I got the deck on there. It had some special cuts. I'll show you that. Right here, I had to make a slice so that the 2x10 could slide in. And then on the end, I pieced in that little piece there. And then the same thing over here. And then I drew a straight edge line across the boards, and I put all the screws in there. So what I got to do next is I'm going to bolt the whole apparatus down to the metal frame underneath. So I'll drill all the way through the deck, through the metal frame, and then use nuts and bolts to fasten it down. Okay, let's take a look at the finished product. This is a side view here. Now down on the bottom shelf, you see that looks like cavities. There's one there. And there's one just like it on the other side. And the reason I put those in there, if you have long pieces of metal, you can stick them through there and they can be supported. And then you still have all that other space on that middle shelf. So far I've used it. I've got my file for sharpening lawnmower blades, and I've got some lawnmower blades that need sharpened. And the reason the cart was built was for two different tools. This is a lawnmower blade sharpener. I do have a video on that. It's a pretty nice tool. I sharpened them by hand for years, and then the chop saw sets on there. Now, the good thing about it is I can roll this over by the garage door and let all the sparks and the nasty stuff fly outside and settle into the gravel. Now, some of the things that I said I was going to do earlier is I did put bolts with lock washers, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but the blade sharpener is bolted down also. This cart was pretty much built different than the other ones. Of course, it has a different purpose. Oh, I wanted to show you this. That spot I said I needed to glue, that's how that turned out. It's not beautiful, but it's better than a big chip. And you know, maybe someday I'll put a corner edge on here. All right, with that being said, I do appreciate you guys watching my videos. There's nothing like an old man that still gets her done. And one thing I'd like to talk about is I keep talking about scrap or materials that I've purchased from Habitat for pennies on a dollar, I call it. But all these carts that I've been building are built from basically scrap lumber, cut-offs and different things like that, except for the shelving units. I bought the shelving units from Habitat, but I paid far less than what it would cost you to buy those new. All right, I'm going to go edit this video so I can get it out. I want to thank everyone for watching my videos, and have a great evening.